This is my most requested video of all of 2021. People are wondering, should they buy the iPhone 12? Should you? A year later, of course. Okay, it's not technically a year old, but these are basically, this whole video is being, like, just my thoughts about the whole year, like, all the clips I've had from just the whole year or whatever. So it's technically not a year old, because, like, I'll have, like, the camera scene might have been a couple months ago. I'm not even entirely sure at this point. Like, I would just tell certain things at certain points in time. It's my dog's birthday when I'm making this. Hi. But, so it's just kind of just genuinely around it. But this video is going to be posted as soon, Friday, as soon as we figure out when the iPhone 13 event is. And I'm going to tell you, should you just buy the iPhone 12 right then, or wait until the event happens and then wait until it's released? This is how this video is going to go. Let's start with design. Most of you watching this know the iPhone 12 and what it looks like. There's flat edges in the iPhone 5 since it's been out for a year, yes. But there's 4 sizes, one 5.4 inch, two 6.1 inches, and one 6.7 inches, which is the biggest iPhone we've ever had is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. And mostly, well, at least on the Pro models, it will look pretty much the same, just different colors for the design on iPhone 13. But the 13 mini and iPhone 13 will have a little bit of a different design with the camera lenses being diagonal. If you could hold on to your phone just one more year with the iPhone 14 and skip out on the 13, you might get Touch ID, and there won't be a 14 mini, there'll be a 14 Plus, so it'll go iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Plus, iPhone 14 Pro, and then an iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now, enough about next year's iPhone. Also, on the Pro models, they are a bit heavier with their stainless steel sides, and mine is cracked here, but it also is a big fingerprint magnet, and so it kind of it looks a little bad, but if you have a case, it's fine. It also has a matte finish on the back, so it feels much nicer than just the regular 12 and 12 mini. Let's get into the next part of this video, which is the camera. Now, I'm going to start with the pros, because if you're getting the Pro, you're probably doing this for the camera, and then I can also just say with the Mini and the regular what features they don't have over the Pro. Now, with photos, all 4 models have the same ultra-wide and wide cameras, which are all the same on all models. You're not getting anything different if you don't need to zoom much more than this, but the telephoto is really nice, and that's why I'm going to upgrade to the 13 Pro when it comes out. And I really like the idea of being able to zoom in. I don't like zooming out as much. This is a screen recording off my iPhone XR, but I just want to show you, just look how much detail. It's an iPhone XR. Yeah, I know the quality's not as great, but I still think there's so much detail, and I bet you could get even more if it was an iPhone 12 when you're zooming in on your photos. Now, obviously, the Pro's got Pro Raw, because it's literally called Pro Raw. We don't know if it's coming to the 13s later this year. And also with, there's Dolby Vision, but there's Dolby Vision 30 frames per second on the 12 and 12 mini, and then 60 frames per second on the Pros. So, if video is what you're going for, you might want to go for the Pro iPhones. Photos, not as much, but I need zoom, so I need to upgrade to get a zoom camera. This phone that I was just showing is my mother's, so, that's why I don't technically use it. I use the 10R, and I'll get the 13 Pro Max, and she'll upgrade them eventually, whatever. But, with, the Pro Max, there's sensor shift on the wide and ultra-wide cameras, and they're also just better on the Pro Max than the Pro. They're saying that the 13 Pro will get all those features, and so the Pro and Pro Max will pretty much be the same again on levels, just besides battery and display, which I really hope they go back to, because I really like when the Pros are pretty much the same. Because I might not even get the Pro Max, depending on what phone ends up being better. So as I am talking, you can go on Apple's website or whatever, and they'll say the next Apple event. I don't know what it is yet. They don't even show it when I'm recording this, but you guys can see it. Anyway, right now you could buy a $1,100 iPhone 12 Pro Max, but I would say wait 2 weeks until you can actually buy the real 13 Pro Max. I do think if you are set on having a 12, it will be $950 refurbished on Apple or on eBay. That's what I'd say they should be a good deal. And then an $850 for the normal Pro. And also, some people are saying they're going to discontinue the 12 and 12 mini because they couldn't get OLED at that cheap. But I think maybe I would think they could keep it, like just have a $600 iPhone 12 mini and then a $700 iPhone 12. I think it would just be just fine. But I also could see them just discontinuing the 12 mini, and so the only small Pro iPhone is the 13 mini. So they would have the SE, the 11, the 12, and the 13 lineup. That's what I think. So obviously, a year later, they are really good, and I love MagSafe. I love everything about the phones. But I obviously skipped out on this year because I could wait another year. Most people would yell at me and say, wait for next year's model, but honestly, I don't really care about the notch. You may have heard that. And yes, and the notch is getting smaller this year, but next year there's supposed to be a hole punch. And so I didn't really mind that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like the video if you liked it. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Do you have an iPhone 12? Tell me how it's working for you in the comments below. Share this video if somebody's looking for an iPhone 12, and subscribe if you like videos like this. Anyway, see ya. Peace.